Alright, hi everyone, and thank you for bearing with me. We were having internet troubles today. Wow, big surprise there. Welcome to the Terrarium. I'm your host, Terrare, history's hungriest Horizon player. We ready to get going? It's day 2 of our journey with Aloy into the Forbidden West. So let's continue down our path, see where we go. Last time we were playing, we made it to the bottom of this canyon, but there was a village and the workers are on strike, so we're going to go see what that's all about. They say it's unsafe working conditions, so maybe we get to go kill some machines. Gather wild meat, gather bitter leaf, and go to the Scrounger's site, huh? Let's see what we have for missions. Just a dash of courage. The cook in Chain Scrape needs supplies and equipment to keep up with his customers' demands. So we gotta go hunt some wild animals and gather some bitter leaf. Okay. That's the Scrounger site, so that's where we're gonna go. Fastest way there is gonna be this way.
Look at her go. Anyone see where I put my drink? Anyone?
I love the random guy. Anyone see where I put my drink?
To grow on rocky terrain.
Oh, apparently there's just bitter leaf everywhere here. That's easy enough. So let's try to find some wild animals. Ah, there we go. Any more wild animals? Oh, there we go. Another hog. Looks like pork's on the menu tonight, boys. Got him. I remember playing the first Horizon, and the number one thing that got me into it was learning that I'd be hunting robot dinosaurs. I'm like, sure, and then here I am hunting pigs and picking up sticks.
Powering on me. I can send it to my stash.
Still a fantastic game, though. Still need to find another wild animal to kill for this mission. I mean, I suppose I could check a different area. I just didn't want to stray too far from the settlement for a little fetch mission. Not a lot of wildlife in this area. Oh, there's something. A cat? Or a raccoon or something? A raccoon. Mmm, tasty. Oh, it's another raccoon. Oh, it looks smaller. Yep, nope, raccoon. And it looks like we got another one.
There. That should be enough wild meat for Mildev.
The world in these games is huge. 99% of the time, it's just follow the waypoint. And they did a good job with it. Beautiful environments. Plus, I don't know how many of you guys have played Horizon, either the first one or this one, but the controls are really tight. Did something see me? Yeah, something bad saw me. Oh, that's not good. Let's get out of here. Oh, that guy had some kind of frost pack on him that I exploded. Oh, someone else wants to fight. Oh no, that was my weapon. Frost blast sling, right. I also like the way that items stack in this one better than the first. In the first game, you could sit there and have like 900 stacks of wood just taking up space in your inventory. In this, each separate item has its own dedicated slot, and then you have a maximum number of it that you can carry. Which, I mean, being able to only carry 100 Ridgewood isn't that wonderful. But, great. Yeah, let's hide behind here. But not having your inventory clogged up with absolute nonsense that you're just hanging on to for the purpose of selling is kind of a nice, welcome change. There's a lot less inventory management going on, which was honestly one of the more tedious parts of this game. Jesus, a lot of these things.
Through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Alright, let's spend some skill points. I want to do the machine master tree because that seems to be the take over the machines skill set. Longer lasting override. There you go. Weapons techniques are pentagonal shaped. Spike thrower. Launch a spike that becomes a trap on impact with the environment. Arms after a short delay. Well, that's handy. I only have one skill point though. Machine damage. Overridden machines deal more damage. Should probably be overriding machines more often instead of just running it, but there's just so many of these things here.
No metal panel. Better check another scrap pile.
So we're here. I need a corrugated metal panel, huh? Here, maybe? Maybe this thing's got it. Got
I
it.
think I have everything I need for Mildiv. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
And the colors above the items tell you how rare they are, which is super handy when you're going around. That way you're not just picking up common stuff. The white means common, yellow is uncommon, blue is rare, and purple is epic. And if you get a pile of items, it goes by whatever the rarest item in that pile is. It's like this, filled with common. It's probably got scrapped, though, metal shards, which is like the currency of this game, so... usually I'll just pick up chests anyway, just because metal shards will usually appear even in white chests. But just walking through all the random plants and stuff that I can pick up aren't really... Fire Fang aren't really useful. See if I can override him. Get him to turn around and face that rock.
Looks like a landsman. Very rare person.
I can't override them yet, but I can still silent strike and kill them. There are very few machines that you can override at the beginning of the game. Usually you have to go and do the, oh, I don't remember what they're called. They're these special missions that you can do, cauldrons. To gain more unlocks, be able to control more machines. Oh, those burrowers are a pain. Don't tell everyone I'm here. I keep crafting arrows. I should probably be picking up more sticks. Ooh, something good over here.
Oh, hi! Hey!
Alright, let's see if this guy will make us some food now.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Ulvin himself. He was pushy.
How's the sound
but
quality, by the
stood
way?
my
The
ground.
game and the
And dare I
microphone.
say it?
It's
I even
better.
got
Okay.
my back. Yes, I did.
We were trying to figure out what the good mix would be between microphone volume and game volume, so that you could actually hear me but still hear the game too.
instead of 2?
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. Your next order of any dish will be on us.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again. Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
I have the feeling he's gonna have items that like increase your maximum health and stuff like that. For 3 minutes, restores health and stamina. Boost concentration, regen. Boost low health, regen. Yeah, they're all temporary boosts. Apparently there's more than one cook. That does make it easy.
Some food before I head back out.
At least I don't have to come all the way back here every time. Do I have any other good quests to do? Side quests. The Bristlebacks. Javad the Willing, a Karja magistrate, needs to know how deadly Bristlebacks got into the Dawn. Let's do that one.
Mildif's cooking up.
Knock out the side quests before we do the main story. Oh, it's not that far at all. What are these? Oh, that's errand. Unknown, campfire, and unknown.
Those are probably new side quests to pick up.
Maybe. You might be right.
That bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety!
That thing had like no health left.
Get inside until it's safe.
Oh, there's a bristleback.
Yeah. I think the story mission's probably gonna have me go through and kill them all. Oh. Whatever that question mark is, it's on top of there. So actually, I'm gonna have to go there first, but let's see if this one's closer. Yeah. Oh, it's some kind of spire. Radio tower, maybe? You look tasty, sir. Having pork chops for dinner. There's no way to climb up it. Maybe. Should probably get something to do with this thing. So let's check with the focus. It'll probably tell us.
Image from the old world. Looks like some kind of building in front of sheer cliffs. The image is incomplete. But maybe if I line it up exactly with where it was taken, my focus can fill in the rest.
The Vista Point image was captured somewhere within the marked area on your map. Use your focus to line up the image with the world and find out where it was taken. Maybe there? No.
Looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. There used
Oh,
be a
that's supposed to be a
nearby.
bridge. I see. So it was probably across here. Maybe. Oh, I see. I bet you it was right over here.
Looks like some sort of quarry.
Hey girl, stay back. It's too dangerous.
I wonder if this was the bridge where it was taken. Maybe not.
And it's full of bristlebacks.
Stay back. You'll get killed. Get out of there.
Shush. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there's something over there. Maybe that marker's supposed to help me out. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm just facing the wrong direction, that's all.
This doesn't look right.
What do you mean it doesn't look right? Yes, it does. Well, let's help out this guy anyway.
Let's do it. Nope. I should find another spot.
It looked good to me, right?
I think it.
Maybe it's like a different angle or something.
My legs again, if you don't mind, Xavier.
Unknown relic, it says, huh? This guy on the ground, but... I guess we can help you out.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Vaudise's delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going. You know where I can find Aaron?
Captain went chasing after more bristlebacks further west.
Just follow the sound of cursing and you'll find them. Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks,
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
It looks like the building in the image might have been near a river. Maybe there used to be a bridge nearby?
I feel like it's right here. Yeah.
Stuff for the stash.
I feel like it starts on this side of the river, though. Just can't really tell where it wants me to line it up, though. It's definitely that building, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, something's coming to fight me. What do you want? No, maybe we'll come back to that eventually. I'm not gonna spend the whole stream just chasing that weird thing.
I think I'm out of range at the Vista Point. I'm gonna try again. Incoming!
Oh, this guy's no joke, huh? They're fast. I did not see him coming. That sledge is probably acid. Seemed to be weak right under the chin.
Javod said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
One of these still chasing me? He knows I'm here at least.
Strange. Parts of it have been tampered with. Almost like an override. Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there?
They're being overridden and dumped into this ravine.
Sends to my stash. An old mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from?
It looks like it.
How? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt.
I love that necklaces are called ancient wreaths.
The old cart tracks collapsed. Looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
Ooh.
There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks.
Bunch of these bad boys.
So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around.
Where'd the other one go?
Good time to pull out shotgun.
Yeah, that'd be great, Aloy, if I had shock ammo. Still a little too early in the game for that. Ooh, got him right on the tusk.
Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
Hold on, we gotta go scavenge the piles of stuff first.
There's a lot of smoke. It looks like mine runs pretty far back. Forecaster won't work on that.
Sure it will. How do I... Smoke came from up here. But why? I feel like I'm missing something.
There's a lot of blaze down there.
Oh. That would be why there's all this smoke.
Oh. There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. Smells addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. They must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
So it's his own fault.
Oland was secretly blasting in the mine. Trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? Rain. Not my first choice.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually fairly close to this thing. What's that? Okay, that's where it came from. It's down below me now. Is it on this side of the mountain, though?
dead machines. And a trap. Looks like someone's been trying to keep this trail clear.
Yeah, we can go to shot. Let's take a look. Hmm. They really don't want me in here, huh?
Well, where these people are, I guess they want to be left alone.
It's probably a mission for later. Oh, oh, oh.
Like an interesting color for my armor.
That's one way of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to walk all the way around again. There's definitely a lot more free climbing in this one than there was in the first game. Let me just steal your stuff before I talk to you.
Looks full, but my stash has room.
You picked the wrong day for sightseeing.
Adhesive, huh?
Could look around with my focus, try to match the vista point image.
Oh, I did not see you there, buddy.
No one here.
Big guys are weak right on there. Horns. Get one. Got him. Chargers, that's what those ones are called. something good over there. How do we get to it? I think it's in this building. Maybe. Not sure.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback Trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
The love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think.
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming the Karja for the Bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chainscrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the Bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. And with the Bristlebacks bringing work in the valley to a halt, Ulvund has plenty of time to pick at barely healed wounds.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
I need to go.
Of course.
Oh, I have to complete the embassy before I can finish that mission, apparently. Alright, well, to the brink.
If I'm gonna find out where the Bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Why is it sending me up here? Oh.
Where are you off to?
You better run, hurry up and follow up. Where did he go?
Is that a tripwire? Whole area's rigged with them.
Hey, you! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers.
It's always something.
Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwire. Now, why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
Yeah, well. Guess I could trick it into running over the tripwire. Come on. Problem is they're coming at me from both sides. Come on over. And then his buddy's coming over to help him out.
Fine! Kill them however you want!
I will.
Tripwire's better, though!
How's a tripwire better when they can just jump right over it? I'll actually take the tripwire. Thank you.
Tripwire's handy. Shouldn't hunt the youngest one. Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like.
Yeah, I guess.
I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. Then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south.
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Oh, yeah.
Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did
Accidents.
something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Ulvund.
That guy's nothing but trouble.
Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Ulvund discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that Jeff Bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got in all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control.
Maybe I will.
South. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
And there's his tracks.
Tracks. Maybe Aaron's and the Vanguards.
Did he tell me where the hunting grounds were? Not seeing them. I'm sure I'll come across them eventually. Oh hey, that's the one I was following earlier.
Find this in my stash later.
Cool.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Let's go find out what's going on.
Another one down!
Now this is what I was forged for. No lectures to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols.
Well, at least he's having fun with it.
Just a hammer. Just the fight.
It's a big hammer.
Aloy?
Erend!
Don't get distracted, buddy.
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna volunteer for babysitting duty, no big deal.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
Oh, well that's actually handy. Let's pull out the acid arrows then. Oh, this is not a bristleback. Take a hike, weirdo. Oh, jeez.
Okay, better.
Aloy. You might have to meet me halfway here. Ah!
Yeah, right there, buddy.
Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really? Well, that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone. Now that figures.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
This just keeps getting better. Huh. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Hey, just, forget it, yeah? It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off. You left without so much as a handshake. I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
so much for being useful. Okay.
Erend! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
He's so salty.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one. Slowly, slowly.
What are those Oseram doing out here?
Quick! Gotta scrap them before the scroungers get it.
Oh, that bristleback's charging right at them.
I guess I can help out.
Spotted.
There we go. Gotta get that horn.
Another one for the scrap pile. Your help was timely, Nora.
Just get back to Chainscrape before you get yourselves killed.
Not with all this salvage lying about. Come on, crew. Back to it.
Too bad I already took the good stuff.
Looks like the Oseram decided to put up a fight.
These things are no joke, huh?
One less machine. Can't override that machine.
Panic shot. Yeah, he did. This guy's all over the place, huh? Jeez. Bobbing and weaving over here.
Another one down.
There's gotta be more somewhere. What's to do with this thing? Can I shoot it? Oh, yeah, that would have landed on one of them. Oh, there's another one.
Someone down!
There. The quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here.
It's for my stash.
We gotta talk.
Hey, I'm supposed to talk to you to complete my mission. Where are you going?
I don't know what Anora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Ulvund holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the Bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Ulvund's claim, digging out stone to show our barren life. But the work stoppage and the Bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in the dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
You're welcome.
I think I've cleared out most of the Bristlebacks. Chainscrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Ulvund the good news. Wadis too. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
So funny how in the first game everyone who meets Aloy is like, oh, the outcast, oh, ew, it's Nora scum, and now it's just like, oh, my savior, oh, she's basically walking Jesus. Everybody loves her now. Oh. I felt like that bird juked me.
Ulvund to blow the whistle, then Wadis to Baronite.
Hey, lazy bones.
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the Bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. Shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again. The Bristlebacks are defeated. You. What? Sound the whistle. Chainscrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Haha.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Ha-ha.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah. I guess I do.
Merchants are now available. You can purchase new equipment, restock your resources, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Baronite.
A Stitcher outfitist, huh? There we go. What do you got? What outfit do I have? The Nora Anointed. Skills, +1 concentration regen and +1 potent medicine. Critical strike, power attack, silent strike, heal, and low profile for the Nora Huntress. I like that. Sure.
good to help you find what you need. Tell Petra I say hi.
Hunting goods, huh?
When do you think you fix this lucky hammer of mine?
Ah, interesting.
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
What do you sell, guy? Fire, hunter bow, warrior bow, and sharp shot bow. Sharp shot bow does a ton of damage. I need a charger circulator, which I don't have. Do you sell charger circulators? He does not. Oh well. Guess I'll deal with my garbage bow for now.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Ha. What's this one?
I kind of like those weapons skills, actually.
How do I get up and over there? Maybe I gotta walk through the building to get there. Oh, apparently there's something good over here.
Remedies to train.
Oh, there you are. Herbalist. Sells potions and medicinal berries. Garbage. How do I get to that? Is it indoors? Did I just missed it last time?
It's a Tanakh game. To revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
Ooh, board
I
game.
was just passing by.
Aloy, shut the hell up and sit down and play.
Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set. A Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Come on, Aloy, it's time to duel. Yes, I'm ready to start the beginning tutorial.
Start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Yep.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from,
Okay. And health.
and of course, their health.
Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
I want to,
Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process. Just need to, move that machine forward.
Does she want me to move it forward 2 spaces and not 1?
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to
Coulda
move
said
2
that.
machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine.
I want to see what her pieces do. Oh, they're the same as mine.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn. We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that?
Gotcha.
Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Go ahead, just sprint over to my machine. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn, then. Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there, and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those, and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time.
Cool.
And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, Because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn the game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. You know, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, But knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. Alright, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are two other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
I'm not really feeling the board game right now. Maybe eventually I'll grind it out. Oh wait, we gotta go talk to this guy. Vaudis.
The way to Baron
Studious
Light.
Vaudis.
Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When I've
says.
cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Baron Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Oh, this poor guy. Can drag all that crap.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Baron Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Oh yeah, Petra, right. I guess I can mess around here and do some side missions. Wait, did I go the wrong way? This building has too many walls and not enough doors. What's up,
Come for
Petra?
that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Sounds
think
like
that's a
I do
pint.
expected.
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
It's a big pint.
Fire
It's
and
more like a
spit.
quart.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree.
If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends.
Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Yeah, I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by. Convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristlebacks and the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that, I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
Why the Forge? Grab my ear if you nail it down.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-praised. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law-breaking.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Talon scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Ulvin.
Around here, everything's about Ulvin.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Ah, it's a big scam.
Concession decree. What is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvin?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osra municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's
Richer than a
smart
scrapper and a junk
magistrate,
heap.
I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
I guess. Little shop is up here somewhere, apparently, huh? Somewhere. Oh, there he is.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Carja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed him myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing, and it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Carja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Carja lovers. On your blasted way.
That doesn't sound like a compliment. You've got a face like a thundercloud. Oh, someone with a mission.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. No, just stop talking.
Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it! Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red! How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
explosive, done in one, machine wrecking,
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Sounds good.
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Carja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it.
and I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Like a
Why
gun.
not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model. Well, for starters, I'll need
Charger horns. Intact.
yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal. I should have enough charger horns for Dylan, but
Yeah, let's do it.
just need a rib from that fang horn you were talking about. I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so I don't spook the herd. I've never seen crystals like these before.
Can I break them off somehow?
Not doing any damage.
Alright, maybe next time.
Boomer said that fang horn should be nearby. There's the fang horn. Gonna have to take it down with this rib. Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its rib. Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, I have to send out that weapon of theirs.
The thing is with the Isaac game is I like the Isaac Plays vs. Zombies game. It's just the only part that I don't like about it is that when you lose in a level, you have to start at the very beginning.
Isn't that how most games go?
That's how Isaac works. It's a
The very beginning.
Game
That's
mode,
why.
like it's a roguelite game where you have to start over from the beginning every time you die. That's the type of game it is.
I wish that there was Plants vs. Zombies part in that.
Mm-hmm.
Once I've gotten to the second
You've got all the
the
parts, haven't
second
you?
area,
we
level
go.
2 in the second area.
Outstanding.
As far as I know.
That's the farthest you made it?
Finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a good version.
Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Spike throwers, huh? How do I use the spike thrower? Cool, we'll give it a shot. Alright. Quests. Side quests. Twilight Path. I have a bunch of skill points to spend. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Excellent. Looks like this gives me a whole bunch of bonus stuff.
Yeah.
This'll be my stash when I need it.
beating.
I'll have to find a carbon out here to learn how to
Gotcha.
Those people, get to safety! Those people are under attack.
I'll help the Nora.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
That's my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for Chain Scrape.
That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees.
See the savior of Meridian in action.
This pigment will work well on them.
Go pick up some of the good stuff.
Is it bad, Lukasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chain Scrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Who?
Our Sun Priest. Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this Savohar?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows him the way to our new home. The fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course, it must be.
I see. And how long do you plan on waiting for him?
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
You're Shadow Karja, aren't you?
We are the Order of Twilight.
The difference
The Order
being...
of Twilight.
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja in shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests and heartless Kestrels. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said. And so he named us the Order of Twilight. We journeyed west in search of a better life.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We will not kneel to the likes of him. We must walk in twilight to our new home. Savohar will lead us there.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
There's an Oseram in Chain Scrape. Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. A very unpleasant man, even by Oseram standards. He made all manner of threats. But we will not be intimidated.
That's all well and good, but he's got friends. Sooner or later, his whole gang will show up.
Savohar will come through. He always does. We just need to give him more time.
You're out of time, Lukasha. You need to consider packing up and...
We won't leave him. And we won't let others disrupt his meditation.
Well, they're going to try. Your priest, Savohar. You said he's been up there 3 days?
His meditation can't be rushed.
So he does this often? Meditating for days on end?
Well, it doesn't usually take this long. But he will guide us through. He always has.
We have faith. Sure. But shelter looks like a more pressing concern. Look at yourselves. Those machines nearly wiped you out. And Osram thugs are watching you, just waiting to strike. You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar and get out.
Our situation. This is the worst we've endured. I know we cannot stay here, but without Savohar to guide us, I don't...
Let me up there. And I'll convince him it's time to move on.
But his meditation... If he hasn't received his vision, he won't follow.
At least let me check on him. He's been up there for days.
Yes. Yes, that is sensible, I suppose. Please, be careful. The trail up to the tower is falling apart. Savohar is strong, but it could not have been an easy climb.
It rarely is.
Let the Nora pass.
It's probably a way to climb up the wall. Maybe back here. Maybe not. There we go.
Part of the ladder. Akasha was right. The trail's in bad shape. This looks recent. Must have broken off when Savohar climbed up here. Reach those beams if I jump against the cliff. Well, that's cool. You can do little wall jumps in this one. Okay, now how to climb higher. Gotta get back up there. Oops. That's a lot of blood. Savohar's? He must have hurt himself pretty bad getting over the bridge. It's not looking good. It looks like he left a trail. There's the Stormbird. Getting closer. Savahar must have snuck past them. I could probably slip past them. Or take them out.
Yeah, we'll save some time. Sneak around. I do kind of want their stuff. What's that?
My poor guy didn't know where to hit him.
Oh, hey, the game glitched out. That wasn't my fault. I did a strike from above and I kind of went through him, and then both he and I froze for a second there. Let's just sneak up on this guy real quick. Stab him in the butt.
That's all of them.
I wasn't planning on killing him until I saw that there were so many piles of scrap around.
I can get it from my stash later. There's Savahar. In pretty bad shape.
Hey, how's the meditation going, buddy?
The true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. The true sun above me.
You must be Savahar.
Sun before me.
Salazar.
Show me the way this eventide.
Savitar.
No. No. The vessel must be empty for the coming vision.
So he starves and dehydrates himself for hallucinations?
On the way up, I saw parts of the trail had given way. Is that how you hurt yourself?
My pain. All part of the ritual.
You're hurt bad. And your people are running out of time. Staring at the Stormbird isn't solving anything.
You don't understand the omen. It fell here at the beacon.
Crazy old man.
I just need to see the twilight path. My people will find their home.
Listen, Lakasha is doing the best she can down there, but machine attacks, angry Oseram. The Order is scared, Savahar.
The last rays of eventide will burn away their fear.
I don't think so. What do you think's gonna happen here? If you sit long enough, the sun will show you something?
To a new home. The fallen machine. pain can only mean that the storm has passed. Salvation is at hand.
Or some Osram shot it and it hit an old tower. Look, I think you punctured a lung. You can't heal it with prayer.
The sun will provide. And I will not lose faith.
I'd be more concerned about losing blood. Your people are worried about you. They need shelter, security.
The true sun above me. The true sun before me. Show me the way. This eventide.
I think you've been staring at your salvation this whole time.
The true sun above me.
Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart. Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below. And his answer is sunstroke and a prayer? Why does every priest I meet think blind faith is the answer to everything? I'll save this for a dyer.
All right. How do I get up to the roof? Oh, there. Ooh, good stuff. Yeah. All right stuff.
The Osram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back.
Yeah, we're working on it. Try to get up there. Something good over there?
Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later.
Signal lens, huh? A dome-shaped piece of glass that refracts light, recovered from a Carja signal tower southwest of Chain Scrape.
There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either.
Savahar? How you holding up?
I need to get back over there. Savahar?
So he's dead, ain't he? Saw that coming.
I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe. I should let Lakasha know. And give her the Stormbird heart. There's Tolland with his thugs.
Oops.
I'm a generous gent.
This guy's looking for a
I'll
fight.
give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the cards to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or shadow cars or flea bags. I'm taking it.
Okay, so you clipped the Stormbird. But it's brought you nothing but trouble since. Refugees, squabbles, me. Might be hard to swallow, but it's time to cut your losses, don't you think?
Come on, boss. It's not worth it.
Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow. But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys. Back to Chain Scrape. I need a drink.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people. Maybe even land to build a new home.
This is... Savahar must make these decisions.
No, I'm sorry, Lakasha. Sabahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet. Find your path.
I'll do my best, Aloy. What choice do I have? Here, please accept this. It is modest, but I hope it helps in some small way. To Chainscrape, then.
Nice. What quests do I have? Ride a charger. That one's old, okay. Well, that's the only thing I have to do, so. Override a charger and go to the embassy. don't remember the last time I even ran into a charger. I think it's giving me the location of the nearest charger. That's convenient.
Sounds to my stash.
Here we are. Now we just gotta sneak up on it. Gotcha.
I could try to line up the Vista Point image again. I should be within range.
I really don't want to do that Vista Point thing. I just could not figure out where it wanted me to. Oh, wait a second. Hey, buddy. I forget how to make this thing stop. I don't really know how to do this one. Supply safe there, huh?
Okay, let's try this again. Building.
When I walked over here, it looked kind of like it. Maybe not. Fairly certain it's that house there, just don't know the right angle.
I don't think that's right. I better keep looking.
I don't know why you don't think that's right. I think it's right.
Ruins of a bridge. Maybe it's the same one from the image. I could try to line it up around here.
Oh, this bridge. I wonder if I have to do it from up here.
There it is.
Oh. Completing the image unlocked a data file. It looks like these Vista points were made by Miriam Technologies. That was Elizabeth's company. I wonder if I can find more of them out in the wild.
Cool, I guess.
Easy there.
Now that's not
Look up.
Mirror light. The last part of the sending for the Forbidden West. Carja Horn. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Is that the Savior? Ah, Savior. Tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry, when its doors aren't closed from embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barron. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open. There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
Yeah, we'll talk in a minute. I want to go grab this side mission first.
Savior! For the love of Dawn, Conover.
Savior. You're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Loravik, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Loravik tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Loravik to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Larovic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Larovic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Larovic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Larovic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods, searched Larovic's bunk, searched it again, didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larovic in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Keep vigilant, Savior.
It's not very far.
I should walk. Last thing I need is a machine stomping around in there.
You know what? Oh, you can just stay against that tree. You want to hug it so bad. You can go away first of all.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the Eclipse. Bloodstains. As good a place to start as any.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm in the clearing and I don't see nothing. There's something. Blood.
Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. Broken branches. Was someone up here? see plenty of tracks from the Carja search party. Not helpful. Faint tracks leading away from Barren Light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
Maybe not.
Lost the trail. There's too many machines going around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them. I'll stash this away for later. Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now. Blood. A lot of it. Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus. Looks like they're headed for that bridge.
Ooh, something good down there.
Someone set up a lookout down here. Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Where did you go off to? The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
I guess we're going spelunking then. That's what it's called when you go and search through caves, right? How do I climb up this wall?
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
The trunk of the car is called an ancient compartment.
It's time for the stash.
I'd say we kill the line. Take on a whole garrison. Don't know Larvik's dead. He hasn't shown at the rendezvous. So either that fool guard killed him, or he lost him. We'll just have to blast our way through the gates. And then, Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead. We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Oh, jeez, he saw me.
There's more of them outside. I better be careful.
Darkened Sun. We are the Eclipse, lead of the Shadow Card Show. We did as Hades the Buried Shadow commanded. We followed the prophecy that High Priest Bahavas foretold. We wore the relics of the Old Ones, allowing us to share whispers across the Sundom. We raised an army of ancient machines to lay siege to the traitors who had stolen our holy city of Meridian. All for naught. The accursed Nora Huntress slew our leaders and brought the buried shadow low. What are the faithful to do when the prophecy fails them? But perhaps it has not. Bahavas spoke of a cosmic cycle cut short by the murder of the true sun King Jiran. The world cast in shadow, the wheel of time broken, an unending day under a darkened sun. But what if this period of prophecy is not yet complete? What if the buried shadow was not a deliverer, but only a harbinger? If this is true, our mission is not ended, but is barely begun, and it could very well be the West, land of the setting sun, is where true power lies. Crazy pants. Oh, the prophecy didn't work out, but that wasn't the end of the prophecy, sure. I'll just change it.
You okay?
I smack me out with the spear. His buddy's like, are you okay? Look, buddy. Take a hike.
That takes care of that. It sounds like there's more Eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are. Must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Ryad has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light. And bask in the gloom of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light. Ryad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Okay.
the eclipse back in Meridian. I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
Oh, not happy to see me?
See you later, bud. Oh, I thought I could trick him into jumping off the cliff.
This'll be in my stash when I need it. There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy! Did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar? He might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh out there.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaran salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. Now we're open, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paib over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Why the Sun King believes we can have... How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron.
What's
orders,
happening? You know, the
orders.
usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called Savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Fashav, once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you, knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekarro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekarro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekarro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, the marshals are Hekarro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. They did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Carja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Carja?
Part of me, yes. Always. But there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekarro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now it looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Carja.
The Carja talk about Hekarro as if he's a monster.
The Carja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure it would interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it. Not last. Carja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Carja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important. It's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He's a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you. And he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Carja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tenakth!
Regalla. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. the blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hekarro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers, form up!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers, keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
I accidentally exited.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers, take the center!
It's okay. Go to bed now.
I'm surprised that computer hasn't died yet. It is past midnight. We should get some sleep. I'm gonna shut this off soon too. We'll play again tomorrow.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
Spotted.
Don't stop for wounded!
Hey, back here.
Ammo's out.
Or whatever.
I've got
We've survived worse.
He died!
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief,
Come try.
grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Carl, you suck.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
That won't stop me!
Shield regenerated. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
Well, he tried his best.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you. It's salvage time, boys.
Go pick the bones.
can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
And how does she know that, though?
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Vuadis, Vashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. There were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Oh, apparently he's got a lot to say.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then the Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge
All
to
done with the
dominate.
computer?
Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
Go put it on the desk where it belongs.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own.
Good night.
When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is
So the
known as-
farmers don't have
That
food?
it is.
Seems weird.
The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
Now, it seems like Regalla and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram Delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights, buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army to the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Alright, campfire. Time to save and call it a night. Alright everyone, thanks for joining. We're gonna call it there. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern again. So we'll see you there. Thanks again.